Hello, I am Tara Nolan from transformationterra.com, and I guide high achievers and to create a life that they love and to live authentically, to live your own truth. I help people to get clear on their dream vision and create a business and a life that are in alignment with that. But what I've found is that through the years of doing this, through over 10 years of experience in doing this, is that there are obstacles that stand in your way that can truly sabotage you. And there are many, but there is one in particular that is the absolute key that I'm going to share with you today that will change everything in your life. It is much more powerful than your marketing funnels, your strategy, your structure, everything else. And I'm going to talk to you about that today. But first, I want to share with you some of the results that my clients are having and let you know that you can join me live. And I'm really excited for this experience this Thursday for a full day of a live retreat together to manifest your own dream life. So you actually go to manifestmydreamlife.com to register. And that's this Thursday. It's from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we will be together in a Zoom room with some of the people from my team, my confidence and empowerment coach, Carmen, and some of the other amazing women that support me in this business. And we will be working to guide you to a 4-step process that helps you manifest whatever it is in your life, right? This can be applied to relationships, business, your overall life and well-being in general. So join me Thursday. So let's get back to some of the results that people are seeing. Yay, Jen, I'm so happy. I'm seeing the comments. I'll be there Thursday. Yeah, who's all joining me? I see some people are popping on. Say hi in the chat so I can see who you are. I'm on a different technology, a different software system, so I can go live on multiple platforms. Very cool. One of the areas that we guide our clients in is tech, and to become tech savvy and to become more efficient and productive in your business with actually working less so that you have more time, more flexibility, more freedom. Having said that, looking at the results, I had some pulled up today. I guided my my annual clients in the mastermind to do some Black Friday deals, and they got new clients for that. When one of my clients, they post, and she said she has just given herself, she loves being her own entrepreneur because she can give herself the time and freedom to do holiday shopping, to be with her family, and to look what's really important in her life. And that's important, to create a business that aligns with the lifestyle you want rather than trying to fit your life in around your business, right? So this is all part of getting that clarity in what you want to create and how you do that. Here's another one just this week. Booked 2 more 90-day group coaching clients paid in full. So that's somewhere between a $5,000 to $10,000 increase in the week for her, depending what she charged for those programs. And we just see overall clients sharing. One client I just hung up with, she was so amazing. She said she started crying a little bit. She said, "I don't know why I always get tears in my eyes with you." And she said, "It's just that you and your whole team are so authentic and so genuine, and you've taught me to value who I am and what I do, and know I don't have to be or pretend to be anything different or anything more than who I really am, to go out and do a business that my soul is calling for me to do." So that was a conversation. If she's watching this, we just finished talking a few minutes ago, and that was really powerful for me. It means the most to see my clients really excel in knowing their value and becoming more confident and becoming more clear in the life and that they want to create with a business that aligns and getting them there. So it's all about empowerment, right? And this is my topic today. It is getting clear. This isn't the answer yet. The ultimate deal breaker, I'm not there yet. I'm going to reveal that in a moment. Let me know, where are you guys from? Can you all see me and hear me okay? Great to have you here. This is Tuesdays with Tara. I do this every week. Tuesdays with Tara at 2 Central Standard Time. So I'm here every week for you to give some tips and inspiration and some teaching or training, and what I'm really teaching inside my mastermind groups also. The difference is the clients there, we get more one-on-one personal support, customized, and they have online modules that they work on to really guide them closer to their purpose, then learn to monetize their passion once they're clear on their purpose and create prosperity in their life to have that freedom, flexibility, and more fun that they want. So I'm really big on this. I'm like huge on this because it's about empowerment. It's about empowering you to create a life that you love. But you can't often get empowered if you're stuck in anxiety and depression. And to get out of anxiety and depression, what I have found, first I had like 15 years in corporate America and business, did well. Then I had 10 years studying deep level happiness from an Eastern philosophy standpoint, in yoga and coaching and otherwise. And I'd spent a lot of time living in Bali, in Tulum, Mexico, in different areas where I would, even Australia. I mean, I lived at least for a couple of months, South America, different places around the world. And I would really study what made people happier. So I brought these two together to use business and heart work, I would call it, like deep level heart work to become who I am today and create a life that aligns. But it's this purpose. It's having this purpose. It gives you an energy to wake up each day in a different way and living with purpose. You don't have an environment where depression and anxiety can live, right? So to get people out of anxiety and depression without taking pills, and sometimes pills are necessary and that's fine. Sometimes, and you need that for a while to get through it. It's all good. But to really look at what you want to do to change your life and to live with purpose, that changes the anxiety and depression. But then to go a step further, what we've found is that our clients get so clear on their purpose, and it's often in serving people and serving others in some way, that if they want to move forward on this, then they want to reach more people with their message. And they want to create this life that they dream of. So to have that empowerment, to have the life you want, and to be in a higher level, higher vibration, or higher level of happiness, and listen to your soul's calling, because then they feel, their soul's like, they're like, I'm meant to do this. There's something more. And now I'm finally discovering what it is. Then we help them build a business around it. So that's what's happening inside of our programs. It's awesome watching women rise and empower themselves to become happier. Healthy goes along with that because you let go of stress, right? And you care about yourself and you set new standards. And we teach everything from like, this is what you charge. This is how you package it. This is how you reach people. This is how you do the messaging. I've got my copywriter involved in that, but I'm still going to get to you with what the ultimate deal breaker is. It's coming. So stay tuned in. Hey, John, thanks for being here and tuning in. So, we can guide you to I have this amazing marketing guru that, works out of LA and also at a resort here in Northern Wisconsin. She works with us. She's phenomenal. I have, like I said, the copywriter, we have our marketing person, we have our mindset guru, we have tech support. So all this our clients get access to, but none of it matters. So we give you all of it. None of it matters unless you have this one thing. And here it is. Drum roll. Da, 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 da. It is your why. It's your why. That gives you ultimate commitment. And if you want to learn more about this, seriously, join us Thursday for the full day. I'm going to go through the whole 4-step process to manifesting. And we're going to talk about your why, because when you get to your why, you become committed at a new level. The marketing headaches, the building a team, the hiring and firing and trying to find the right people and trying to, up level in all these areas of your life, none of that will matter when you tune in to why you're doing what you're doing and what is your stand. So I have each of my clients share with me, what do you take a stand in and why do you do it? That's what we did this week. What do you take a stand in and why do you do it? And of course, we did a lot more this week too. But this is the piece that will make all the difference. And I'll tell you mine. I was just on a trip, in case you were following me or maybe you weren't. I just took a month away and I traveled down to the southeast part of the United States. I spent about a week in Asheville, a week in Folly Beach, which is just outside of Charleston. Super cool. I'd never been to Charleston before. Really powerful energy there. Asheville, of course, it's got like some hippie vibe, some progressive vibe, and it's got the Blue Ridge Mountains. So I did hiking there, then did some beach time. It was a little cooler for like hanging in the beach, but we ran on the beach, had the dog playing, and it was just really great exploring. And it was something that my soul really needed. I tend to be more energized when I'm moving. Like I'm very nomadic. I'm very much a traveler, and that's always served me really well. So going from Folly Beach, then we went to Savannah. I'd never been there. Just an awesome town, right? But I had a lot of time. Then I ended up taking another week in Florida. But I had a lot of time driving, a lot of time on the road. And in that time, I really thought about my life. Like, you need to create time and space to do this. A lot of times I go for hikes in the woods. I might go for a run, whatever it is, meditation, journaling, whatever it is, you need this time and space to get in touch with what you do and why. Like, why are we living? Like, I want to be on my deathbed knowing that my life mattered, that I made an impact. Like, if you're at the end of your life, like, life is short and it goes quick. Holy cow, does it go quick? Wait till, if you have kids, you know how quick it goes. If you have grandkids, you know how quick it goes. It's like that. And they're growing up and it's like, oh, and I think of things I did that were 20 years ago that feel like yesterday, right? Have you guys been there? Time really flies. So how do you make this time, this precious life, these precious moments matter? And I know for me, I had to get back in touch with my why so I would not burn out on my own business, right? And I had to take advantage of the freedom that I created in my schedule and in my life with my business and actually explore and do that. Like, you've got to give yourself permission to do the things that sound amazing in your life. When you have an idea, dream bigger. Don't say, no, I don't need to do that. I mean, whatever, that'd be cool, but that's not really for me. Enough people are not doing that to allow themselves to step into possibility. So here I am driving around along the road. I've got the puppy. I've got the 5.5-year-old in the back, and like, they're awesome. They're the best travelers. I was shocked. And I am thinking about my life and the impact I want to make and what my stand is. And I always go back to this. I learned this when I started the business, but I keep going back. And I've been coaching in retreats and one-on-one for over 13 years now. But really, I made a bigger impact when I started just 3 years ago, setting up higher level packaging for people, because people pay more attention to you. They make more of a difference in their own life. I mean, I don't mean they pay more attention to you. They pay more attention to the meetings they have with you. They pay more attention to the work you have together. They show up in a different way. So forgive me if that came out wrong. I don't want them to pay attention to me. I want them to pay more attention to the work that we're doing together and how important it is in their life, right? And they do more of that when you actually charge more. And that's important to know because people value it more. So you can do this. You can do this and make a bigger impact when you set up the right packaging for people. And we guide people to do that. But none of that matters. None of it matters unless you know what you take a stand for and you know that you really want to help people. You know how you help people more. So I built a multiple six-figure business in a relatively short amount of time. Within 2-3 years, I was there. I don't pretend to be something I'm not. And I don't think anyone else should either. I don't pretend to be a 7-figure business, although I am on my way. But it's not just because I want to be a 7-figure business. Like, it's not about the money. Yes, I value the money and I want to create an amazing life for me and my daughter. I want to be the provider that has amazing experiences and is able to have the freedom to do what I want to do with my life, right? So I want this for you too. I want you to want this for yourself, to have the freedom. You don't have to want a 7-figure business. You don't have to want a multiple 6-figure business. I don't know. But what you do want to know is what you want, and then be authentic in who you are and what you share, and not think you have to be something you're not, right? Like, just genuine. Like, this is what I've done. Before, I was really authentic and genuine in saying, I had done well in business, very well in corporate business. So I had a sense for business, a logic, and some experience and skill in it, in sales and in business growth and development. I also had a lot of skill and experience in, deep level happiness and yoga and spirituality and how that impacts. So I brought those together, right? So that it felt authentic and manifesting in a new life. I moved from corporate business into traveling around the world, doing retreats and making it happen. So that's what I first started doing my coaching business on. After a few years in and creating a multiple 6-figure business, I'm able to now guide others to do the same because that's the path I walked, right? So it's shifted, and that's okay. Your business can shift. So think of for you what your gift is. but always going back to your why. And my why is because I have seen, I'm going to say more women. I love to help men too. I have seen women stay, and men do this, I suppose too, but stay in relationships they're not meant to be in. Maybe they're unhealthy emotionally or physically or even abusive, but they feel they can't make it on their own monetarily. So I want to help empower them to create the life they want. I've seen a lot of corporate people in creating, allowing the stress, anxiety, even depression to hurt them physically, to shorten their life. Unfortunately, I've lost a lot of people. I've lost a lot of loved people in my age group, for my age. I've lost a lot of really close friends and boyfriend, friends. I mean, it's been kind of crazy. And that's made me realize how precious life is, how short it can be. And I also know that some of those deaths may not have occurred if they would have had the opportunity to live a life that was super fulfilling and be driven with purpose every day and know that their time here still mattered. And they had a reason, right? So that really drives me. I want to empower others to create a life that they love. So there's less suffering on this planet. There is more joy. We are all kinder to each other. We all step into possibility and we help each other to rise higher as a collective. Like, it is my small way of making a bigger impact on changing the world. So I challenge you to look at your why. Like, I want to be this example for my daughter that she can create a life that she really loves, that anything is possible when she follows her heart. So what is it for you? Like, what do you really want? Not what you're supposed to have, not what just makes sense, not what's easy. Well, I just need a stable income right now. I just need this or that. No, like, what do you really want? And why do you want it? And when you get to that level of why and commitment, the rest doesn't matter. Like, the rest, it matters that you have to work hard to do it, right? You have to do the ads, you have to write the copy, you have to, figure out your strategy, you have to hire the right people in your team if you want a team. Otherwise you can be a one-man show. But you have to do all of that, but it won't matter when you're struggling with it, because it's just what you do, because your purpose is so freaking strong. Like, you take a stand, you're on a mission, you want to make a difference. You want to make your own life matter. You want to be that example for children or those around you. You want to make a difference in, honestly, changing the world. Our world needs more people making more people happy and making themselves happy. Like, we need that big time right now. There's a lot happening. There's been a lot of fear, and everyone's figuring out that it's a buzzword, the new normal. Everyone's figuring out the new normal. Everyone's looking at the life they want to create. You've got to take the step to step forward, do something about it. So I would urge, thank you guys for joining. Thank you for any comments. I love knowing that you're here, and I can only see that you're here when you comment, by the way. So let me know that you're here. Let me know if any of this is resonating with you. What do you take a stand for? Like, give me one in the comments. Like, that's kind of scary, but put it out to the universe. Put it out to the universe. Like, be heard. I take a stand to empower you that you can create a life that is living in alignment with your truth and that you ultimately love. I want to take a stand for you that you can create the finances, the freedom, and the fun that you want in your life. I'm taking a stand for you that you can awaken each day with purpose and passion. And it can lead to prosperity if that's what you desire. If that's what you desire. Like, it's all stepping into possibility. Yeah, new normal. Well, new normal. I just heard her say new normal is BS. Let's elevate and be great. I love let's elevate and be great. Let's do it. Let's elevate and be great. Let's create a life that we love, impact others to do the same, and know that finance is freedom and fun, right? I'm all about that. I'm all about that. That's totally what I teach in my programs. And you guys know, because several of you here that are commenting are in my programs. I'm so excited for Thursday. It's going to be a major day of manifestation. I'm going to walk you through my process that I have used with hundreds of clients and that I use to change my own life. It was very challenging for me to step out of corporate America. I mean, like heart-wrenching, because it was all the voices from my parents, from my grandparents, from my college, from my mentors, teachers, like everyone around. I'm from the Midwest, right? Like you're from the Midwest. You've got a client, you've got to like stay in stability and make money. That's what makes sense. And this didn't make sense, but I had a feeling in me that I couldn't ignore. And I didn't want to ignore it any longer. So I did this process. That's how I left and traveled the world. That's how I created a business serving people in all different countries, going, having retreats in Machu Picchu, Costa Rica, traveling for months in, Australia, New Zealand. Where was I? Chile, Argentina, Ecuador. I mean, Galapagos Islands. I did Europe. I did. I'm trying to remember where I all did retreats right now, but yeah, I've got this puppy now too. But the manifesting 4-step process that I'm going to share with you Thursday is going to guide you to create a business and a life that you love, and you can apply it to anything. So you need to be there. It's going to be amazing. Yeah, unless the new normal is elevating, it can be. So, but it's going to start. It's going to start with you stepping into possibility and being willing to do the work, right? There's a great book, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. It's been around like, I don't know if it's 50 or 100 years now, something crazy like that. It's been a bestseller for literally like that long. And there's billions of copies around the world sold. Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. But it just came up in my last call with someone. And what that book is really about is totally what I teach. It's so interesting. It's about like knowing and believing you can, but like, you have to first get there to open your mind to what that is. And like when I was first in corporate America and I even started traveling, it was a big thing to even let myself travel and take a year off. But even then, it was a big thing to open my mind to possibility. So opening your mind to possibility. And then, there's a lot of coaches out there. There's several amazing, there's a ton. This is becoming $1 billion industry within the next 5 years. You'll see it happen, coaching. So it's a great business to be in if you want to help other people. And there's a lot of other coaches out there. So if you resonate with me, great. We teach you everything to, build, create, launch your soul calling business. If there's other coaches out there that are looking for what you need, go out there and take that step to get that support, because that's taking the action to saying yes to yourself and putting in the work. You got to put in the time, put in the work. And this is it. Just my lesson for you today, my whole thing, your biggest deal breaker that will hold you back is if you don't take the time and put in the energy for this. What do you take a stand for? And why? Why? Do it like don't take this lightly. This is what makes life matter. This is what makes the actions you take each day matter. Even my trip, I told you I just traveled for over 30 days, and I can't even imagine how many miles, and how many hours I put in the car, but like thousands of miles, and, all the way from northern Wisconsin. The drive home was over a day, if that gives you an idea. I think it was like 24 and a half hours home or something. So that tells you how much I drove just on the way home. But I took a further route. It was no problem. We stopped and had time everywhere. I created the life that I loved on the way. It was awesome. But even just taking that trip, I had to look at my own why. Because I could say, why that's a pain in the butt. Like that's a lot. Like I could just leave my daughter in school and make my life easy, stay in my comfort zone. This is comfortable. I have the time to work. It's like I got my routine where I walk my dog in the morning, I go to my gym, blah, blah, blah. I do, and I'm happy. It's not that I'm unhappy here. I'm happy. But I wanted to look at why I wanted to do this. When I tapped into my why and the life that I want to create and the life I want to live and who I want to be at my 90th birthday, when I'm celebrating the amazing life I've had and the impact I've made, I look back and say, what do I want that to be? What's going to make me the most fulfilled? What's going to make me the most proud on my 90th birthday? I'm just checking with the I want to call it the chat, the comments. So you may not even see all the comments because this is actually live on a few different platforms right now. So you're on one platform, you won't see the others because it's live on YouTube and a few different channels on Facebook. So if I'm reading a comment, you don't see, that's why. But it says, I asked for help in wanting to live better 24 years ago. I arrived at a place where I had had enough and joy followed in many ways. That's right. That's right. Like it's stepping out, asking for support. Like this is, I love the month of December, not so much because it's Christmas. Although, I mean, Christmas is awesome. It's great to be with family. There's a lot of hoopla around it for me personally. I wish I could be that woman that's like, oh my God, look at my Christmas tree. I mean, I see women doing that and I'm like, you are amazing. And I want to be you. Sometimes I'm like, oh, decorations, I got to deal with it. I don't want to be negative. I'm a very positive person, but here's my positive. This is what I love about December. I love New Year's, not because of celebration. I am really into that. Like, what do I want to create for next year? Like, new start. I love resolutions. I don't think they're cheesy at all. I think they are just another way of putting intentions, of getting clear on like a lot's happened in 2020, but what can we be grateful for? What can we celebrate in 2020? Like a lot of hardships occurred for people, but it led us to a place where we had to go within, we had to look at our lives and we stepped forward. It led us to a place where we might have become more connected with the people at home, more connected with self, more connected with source, more connected with spirit. Like 2020 was very powerful in a lot of ways. I don't like all the negative talk out there about 2020. Thank God it's over. Let's look at what we can celebrate from 2020. I bet there's a lot in your life that transformed. I bet it has to be. So then you look at New Year's and you say, what am I going to create next year? And what you do right now will impact what happens in January and February. It's not what you do now so much that it impacts life now. It's what you do for planning and setting up for next year. So join me Thursday so we can look at next year. And let me tell you, the following Thursday, there's going to be a hook because there's always a hook. If you become a client before the 17th of December, you can join us for our clients only full day retreat that is going to set you up for 2021. It's a full day, getting your big picture plan, everything together, how you're going to do it, what you're going to do, and we're going to guide you to creating this dream year. So those of you that are clients on here, get excited for that too. So this Thursday is clients and non-clients. Everyone's invited. You have to register. And then the following Thursday is a full day, kind of a similar setup, but totally different topics. We go more specific because it's more one-on-one support and that's clients only. So if you're thinking about doing something, I'll also tell you, I always increase prices at the end of the year. It's what I do. New year, growth. You should too. But it's a good time to get in before that happens. And it's a good time to join the 17th. So with that, go to manifestmydreamlife.com, www.manifestmydreamlife.com to register for Thursday if you haven't already. And any other questions? I love all these comments. I love the cheers, the woohoo. And yes, I love that you guys are into the fresh start of the year. It's amazing. What if you started every day like that? It's going to be an amazing day. I did that today. First, I woke up just doing my thing and I was like, what am I doing? I was like, what do I have to do today? What's on my schedule? I was like, today is going to be an amazing day. Like I looked at my schedule again and I was like, yeah, this is awesome. I've got all this great stuff, What if you wake up each day and said, I'm going to make this an amazing day? Do the same thing with 2021. But it starts with gratitude. It starts with gratitude for 2020. Gratitude every night, the end of every day and the end of every year. Big time gratitude. And that alone's a life changer. So with that, I will tune out. I've had about 30 minutes with you guys, which is always what I like to do. And thank you for tuning in with me and spending this time together. Join me Thursday for a full day and join me next Tuesday, same time, same place. And I set birthdays too. Yes. Personal year. Love that. You guys have amazing comments. Thank you for being connected with me here. And so much love to you, just to love yourself enough to step into possibility of what you want to create and get committed. Get committed to your why, what you stand for and why, because you deserve it. You're worth it. You're worth it. Okay, lots of love. Mwah. Bye. Peace out. Me and my little puppy here. Peace out. Hopefully that can give you a laugh, this crazy face. Okay.